You are go tired to see me face, but you just can't get me out of the race. Hello, my people. Guys, and look here. Look at this humongous banana. That just shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands already. And this big old something right here. So I don't even know what they call it. More food in the vineyard, people. More food in the vineyard. So my people, as you can all see, I am back in the garden. One more time. And this spot is like a little shady to do my video today. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the only, no, not the only, one of the best substitute for perlite. You know what I did? I forgot the perlite in my washroom, so now I have to run and go get it and bring it back and show you and tell you how I got it and why I'm going to be using a perlite substitute going forward. I'll be right back. And I am back. So almost a week ago, a subscriber and a dear friend by the name of Miss Sandra brought me some perlite in a bucket. I took out the perlite out of the bucket, put it in a bag because I wanted to reuse the bucket. Miss Sandra, my gosh. So much dust in the perlite. Mighty God of Daniel. That the perlite will kill me. Jesus, Savior. Anyway, people. I guess that's going to be one of the reasons why I'm going to have to use a perlite substitute, because this holy pados, yeah? Not gonna do well with me at all. Not at all. I'm trying to cleanse my system. Oh my God. I know y'all is saying probably she should go and get some water, but I ain't got no time to go inside now and get no water. I'm trying to get out of the sun. So anywho, all right, as I said, I'm gonna be using the perlite in some of the soil that I killed the termite out of, and then I'm going to show you the substitute that I'm going to be using in another portion of the same soil that I killed the termites out of. All right, so let me go and divide the soil, and then we are gonna start the ball rolling. Yeah. All right, guys. So nowadays, anything I'm doing in the garden, I have to make it quick and fast, because if rain don't come, I'll wake you up. The sun will shine and burn you up. So because me not in the long something again, I'm gonna hurry up and make this quick and fast. Sorry. So guys, look here. Temperature get too hot on the phone shut off. Now I have to take it inside, and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator for about 5 minutes for it to cool down, and then I might probably go back outside later. It is now some minutes after 2. I don't know what I was thinking, because it's really hot out there, and it's the same thing I've been running away from, you know, the heat out there, man. As I mentioned earlier, if it's not the rain, it's the heat. Oh my gosh. So I will see you in a few, well, I will see you all later, as a matter of fact, because I'm not going back out there in the sun. I do not want this, oh, it's back to normal, but I'm definitely not going back out there until about I don't know, 4 or 5-ish. All right, people, see you later. I am back, guys, and it is 6 p.m. So let me get the ball rolling now. So first things first, let me show you what the soil looks like with the perlite in it. I know you all know how it looks, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody that is new to the channel that doesn't know anything about perlite. And if they know perlite, they probably didn't use it before. Honestly, I only use certain... What's going on here? My bag just tore. Anyways, I could have used this bag to do something else, and then it just ripped on that old dog cage. Alright, so let me spread out the perlite here, and I am going to bring some closer up to show you what it looks like. Oh gosh. Hey. Y'all see this right here? You see how powdery it looks? That is why the dust from it was choking me this morning. So let me tell you now where our whole perlite is made. What is perlite? Perlite is a lightweight, porous material produced by rapidly heating naturally occurring perlite ore, that is spelled O-R-E, a type of amorphous volcanic glass that contains 2 to 5% trapped water. The process is similar to making popcorn and involves 3 main steps. The first step is mining and crushing. The raw perlite ore is extracted from deposits, typically in volcanic regions, using open pit mining methods. The mined ore is then transported to a processing plant where it's crushed and seamed to a specific size and often dried to remove surface moisture. And the second step, heat expansion, that is called popping. The crushed ore is fed into a specialized furnace, such as a rotary kiln or expansion tower, where it's rapidly heated to a high temperature, usually between 800 degrees Celsius to 1200 degrees Celsius. That is 1472 degrees Fahrenheit to 2192 degrees Fahrenheit. When the ore reaches this temperature, the internal water vaporizes and flashes into steam. The pressure causes the softened glassy rock particles to expand dramatically, popping up to 20 times their original volume. The resulting material is the familiar lightweight, white, porous, and sterile expanded perlite. Now the third process is cooling and grading. The expanded perlite is then rapidly cooled, collected, and run through a process of screening and classifying to sort the particles into different sizes, grades, for various commercial applications such as horticulture, construction, and filtration. Alright, my peeps, so this is it for the perlite. Now let's take on the perlite substitute. Alright, so let me show you what I have here. And these are some good old eggshells that I have been saving up. So I have been saving up the eggshells. Alright, so now before using the eggshells, I wash them in warm water inside, and I put them in containers, maybe like this or this, whatever containers I have available in the kitchen at the time. I would put the eggshells in there, and I will sprinkle a little bit of baking soda on the eggshells so they don't smell, because sometimes if they're not washed properly, you know, they can have a very foul smell. Wow, foul smell. And the eggs actually came from fowls, chickens. Alright guys, so if you look closely, I am crushing the eggshells, and you can also blend these eggshells to get them very finer or more powdery, like the like the perlite there. So if you're in a situation where you need to get your soil to have good drainage and you cannot afford the perlite, this is a very good substitute. Crushing the eggshells and, you know, combining it in your soil, and I'm pretty sure that when you add the right amount to it, it will look almost the same way. Jesus have mercy, God. Guys, I am telling you about these mosquitoes, you know. Please, when you go outside, I am begging you, cover up on yourself, because you don't even know what is in these mosquitoes. Telling you, man. All right, so I have a little bit more eggshells in here. Yeah. Yes. So eggshells has a lot of benefits to our soil as well. I did a video a few months ago talking about the right usage of eggshells in our garden. I can put that video in the description for you to go ahead and watch it. I don't want to combine it with this to make it any longer. And I also have these eggshells here that I was saving in those white baskets that I am now using in another part of the garden. Yes guys, so the eggshells is a very good substitute. So once again, this is creative cultivation and we are here to save money. So you see, yeah, this is a great substitute for perlite. Ay, Jesus! Glory! These mosquitoes, like they want me to get in this spirit, you know. Oh my goodness gracious. So guys, please go ahead, comment down below. Let me know if you have ever used perlite in your soil, if you have ever used eggshells. And I recently also used charcoal, because if you use charcoal in your soil, it can also give good drainage. And if you have your old piece of hand towels, you know, you can just go ahead and rip it up, tear it up, and put it in the soil as well, because it is going to break down. And there we have it, guys. Substitute for perlite. I really have to get out of here. It's not for me. I mean, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Gosh, I can't take these mosquito bites. All right, people. Whee! Thanks a lot for coming along with me. I really and truly appreciate you. All right. I almost didn't come back outside, you know, because I started to do some work inside and I really wanted to finish it. But when I looked and I saw that the sun went in and it looks as if it's going to rain, I said, let me just come outside and finish it. So there we have it. Now let me give you a little close-up shot. So this is my soil with the perlite, and this is my soil with the perlite substitute. I mean, the substitute does not look as refined as the perlite, you know, but I'm pretty sure that you can see some form of similarities. All right, so now that you know, if you need a substitute for perlite, just go ahead and use your good old eggshells. And if you have any white paper towel that you have used in the kitchen, not the ones with the oil though, if you use it to wipe up oil, you need to throw that in the trash. Yeah, but it's okay if you have just the wet ones that you use to wipe up water or juice. You can just toss it in there because it's going to biodegrade. All right, so there we have it, people. There we have it. So I'm going to head on back inside now. So if this is the first time here, I am the Great Garden Girl, your creative cultivator over here in Zone 10, Florida. Remember now, my #1 priority on this channel is for us to save as much as we can, as we grow as much as we can. And may I also remind you that I love to salvage and repurpose things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh Jesus! I mean, guys, I know I am very dramatic. You know. I know I am very dramatic. Yes, but I have to put a little flavor, a little spice in this thing, yeah? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want it to be boring. I want you to enjoy every bit, every minute, every second of this entertainment when it comes to this channel here. All right, so I'm putting away my tools now, and I'm gonna head on back inside to finish my house chores. So if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on board. And if you're a faithfuler, a returnee, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Do I have anything? I think I need to go on cover. Yes, I think I'm going to cover them because it might rain. So let me just go ahead and cover this, guys, and then just wrap up. All right, so it is covered. I'm not sure when I'm going to be using this. Probably tomorrow by the grace of God. I don't know, because I have some containers that I need to fill up to start planting some stuff. All right, people, so thanks again for watching, folks. Oh God, really and truly appreciate you. And y'all know what you're supposed to do if you have not yet subscribed. All right, I'm going to grab some cayenne pepper. Hey, there is a few of them on the plant. I should have gotten them already, you know, but as I said, I haven't been out here for a minute, so gosh. So here they are, folks. I have 4 beautiful cayenne peppers, and they were even drying up already. Very good. I am going to put these along with a few that I have inside already, and as you can see, I have a lot that is coming out on the plant. I did show you all a lot of flowers a few weeks ago, and there's a lot of fruits on this plant. So I guess we are going to be harvesting this fruit together. This plant down here, I need to come out and fertilize, you know. I really do. Whenever you have something that can be harvested, people, harvest it. All in my ears, the mosquito them there, no. You know what kind of song them want singing in my ears, but I don't want to hear it. All right, this little piece of rosemary fall off. Let me get it. So yeah, just some bok choy leaves and a few cayenne peppers. I'm sorry I didn't see these. I don't know how I overlooked them. Really sorry. And look else here. Another one here. At least all of them didn't die. And I have a few underneath here. But it's struggling. Alright now. God is good. God is great. Let us thank Him for everything. I'm not leaving this lemon here at all. Very good lemon. The orange is almost ready too. I'm gonna wait a little longer for the orange, but it feels soft as if I could actually harvest it. Oh.